Right, good morning everybody. This morning's session, he says clapping his hands quite vigorously, is a little bit lower on the intensity scale than what we've been doing for the last few weeks. What we're going to be working on, very much on strength. We're going to slow the pace down. It's not going to be such a big cardiovascular workout today. We're working on our core, we're working on our glutes. There's a little bit of a kick up at the end, just to get the heart rate just racing a little bit, but mainly the key focus is technique today. It's smaller movements. They're not quite so explosive, smaller, more controlled movements that really make you strong through the midsection, really make you strong and help posturally through the glutes and lower back as well. So Karen's here to help me today because I still have, even though I'm not wearing my brace anymore, my arm's still not strong enough to do some of the exercises, so I'm still way off there. So so you're going to be doing push-ups and mountain climbers and burpees for me. Yay! Okay, so we've got a really simple workout today. It's 12 exercises, 45 seconds per exercise. A lot of it is floor work, and it builds intensity as we go through the circuit. We're going to do 4 circuits, and each of those has a minute's rest in between. Okay, so let's start with the first exercise. Now the first exercise is nice and simple. Just make sure I'm in shot here. You can see me. Do you want to demo this with me?
I'll let you do the demo.
Okay, so I'll do it right in the middle then. Okay, so it's a face down leg raise. So in this position here, just lay on the floor, rest your head on your forearms, point your toes, keep your heels and ankles together, and just squeeze your glutes. Bring the upper legs, the thighs, the knees off the floor. Try and keep your legs as straight as you can as you do that. There, so it's a very small move. It's a really quite important one. Make sure that that back's strong, make sure that these are working. Okay, 45 seconds of that. Then, once you've done that, onto your elbows, into the plank position. And from here, we're going to plank pike. So we're going to go there, take the hips up, push away, and bring it down. Again with this, we're going to slow pace. So not really banging reps out until we get to the end on this one, it's the faster moves. So just plank, pike, plank, pike. 45 seconds of that. Then we're back down on the floor and we're flutter kicking. So, similar body position to the first exercise, but this time we're pointing our toes and we're moving one leg at a time instead of both legs at the same time. So that's the flutter kick. Then, back up into the plank again, and this time we're doing a plank with an arm and leg raise. So you're going to need to put your feet a little bit on the wider side, a little bit wider at the front as well. Lift your right leg, left arm, alternate through the set, like that. Okay, nice and smooth, nice and easy. Then back down on the floor again. So there's quite a lot of floor work in this, as I said. In this position here, this time, arm and leg raise, but from a floor position. So you're going to go there, 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 there. Working the back of the body. Then, where you come in, we're going to do some push-ups from that position. So again, a lovely straight line. Take the chest to the floor, bring it back up. Take the chest to the floor, bring it back up. Again, 45 seconds on the push-ups. Then we're going to flip ourselves over, laying you back, push the hips up into a hip raise position. Really squeeze those glutes. I'm going to maintain this position, keeping these hips high, whilst we take a leg away and back. Away and back. Now you can keep your hands off the floor, or if you prefer, you can stabilise yourself a little bit with your hands wide on the floor, and that can help as well. Entirely up to you how you want to do it, where you feel best, where you feel strongest, where you feel you're getting the best work. Try it with the hands away. You really have to squeeze the midsection to stop yourself from tipping over as well and stabilise yourself. So that's slightly more challenging when you've got your hands off the floor on that one. Then what we're going to do from this position, laying back down, reach above the head, point your toes, keep your heels and hands off the floor, and then reach up, touch toes, take the legs back down. Reach up, touch toes, take the legs back down. Again, 45 seconds on that. Then, we're going to rock up onto our knees, and it's a get up and squat. So from this position, stand yourself up nice and tall, bring one leg up, bring the other leg up. You're still in the bottom of the squat. Stand, back down into the squat, knee down, alternate. Like that. Okay, now we're going to start kicking the energy level up a little bit. Once we've done that, next set, squat jumps. Then, after the squat jumps, 45 seconds of that, we have burpees. I'll hold your glasses. Nice and smooth. Nice and easy. Good job. And then to finish, kicking the energy level up a little bit more, it's mountain climbers. And driving the knees and really building that pace up, just to get the heart rate up a little bit at the end of the circuit. Okay, and that is the workout. Nice and simple, pretty straightforward, quite gentle for a large chunk of it. Just really, once you get to the more explosive stuff, squat jumps, burpees, mountain climbers, really try and push that a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to put my timer up. And then when you're ready, we'll get cracking.
Right, I'm going this way.
Okay, and I'll go that way. Okay, so we're going to start with a face down leg raise. Lay down on the floor, in this position here. And when you're ready, toes together, knees together, off you go. Nice and smooth. So that's a rainy day workout today. Gentle pace. Work your way through. This one is a small move, but no less effective, no less important. This part of the body, the back of the body, your glutes, lower back. Really important that we work on keeping them strong. Especially at the moment. We're sort of a repeating refrain at the moment is to make sure that the lower back and glutes are working well, the core's working well, that we're strong. So keep it going, keep it moving. We've got 10 seconds left on this one. Keep going, keep moving. The next exercise is the plank pike. Up onto your elbows, guys. Hold that position, push away. And back down. Nice and smooth. We're not banging out reps on this. Move starts from the belly button. Take the hips high as you can. It's almost leading with the hips, not so much with the shoulders. With the hips. Nice and smooth. That's it. Smoothly does it. Squeeze the glutes at the bottom of the flank. Squeeze the belly button as you push it up. Take it back down. 10 seconds. Squeeze as it goes up. Take it back down. Lots of smooth movement. Okay. Next exercise now. Face down on the floor again. And it's the flutter kick. So again, rest your head on your forearms. And just gently, smoothly point your toes. Kick a straight leg. So we're not bending from the knees here. You're moving, you're kicking, just as your swimming teacher always told you, kicking from the hip. Engage the glutes here. Keep the back strong. That's nice. And it's smooth. It's not really that fast either. It's actually harder when you slow it down and take the momentum out of it. Take your time. We've got 10 seconds. Fire those glutes. We're moving into the plank again. This time with an arm and leg raise in 2, 1. Into your plank position. Hold. You need to be a bit wider this time. Take the hand and leg away. Beat. Take the hand and leg away again. Beat. Change it over. Nice and smooth. Great work, guys. Great work. Really extend. Point your toes. That's it. Reach. We've got 20 seconds left on this, so it's smooth movement. Not about banging out the reps. It's about smooth movement. Keep it going. Keep it working. Change it over. We're getting down on the floor in a minute. And move into the swimmers. Down on the floor. Same movement with the arms and legs. But we're lying face down this time. Extending the back of the body that little bit more. You can keep both your arms and feet off the floor, but you're just extending that little bit more with one side at a time. That's even better then, because you've got full engagement for the whole 45. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Okay. Keep working on this. Then after this, we're going to move to push-ups. Keep going. Great work, guys. Okay, bring the arms there and push up. Off you go. I'm going to sit this one out. Lovely range of movement. Take the chest down to the floor. Nice and smooth. Nice and easy. Again, the emphasis today isn't banging out reps at high intensity. There is a little bit of high intensity work, but this is very much about control. Very much about strength, core, hips, strong body, resilient body. That's what we're working for here. Keep it going. Got 10 seconds left on this. Keep it going. 5 seconds. I'm just going to get into the next position while Karen's still working. In this position here, laying on your back, push the hips up, and then march. You might have to reset the hips with each rep. There will be a little drop. Sometimes there is. Try and minimize that drop of the hips as you take your foot away. So you're always in control, making sure your glutes are strong. 20 seconds on this now. Push down. Squeeze it. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Push down. Keep the hips high. Don't let them sink. Okay, moving into the toe touch crunch now. So from here, this position, and then we'll bring it up. Touch your toes. Bring it back. Now this can be quite challenging. So if you find you are finding this really tough, what you can do is bring the knees up like that. So if you can't do it with a full straight leg, change it so it's more of a bent knee. You're still getting that nice crunch through the front of the body, but try and do this. Really increases your control, helps with your postural control, really open out the body in a straight position. Get a nice little hamstring stretch at the top. I can touch my toes on account of my tiny hobbit legs. That's it. And then switch it round. This time it's get up and a squat. So from here, stand, down, back, down. Alternate sides. Up, down, back, down. Alternate sides. Up you get. Down. Just keeping it going from side to side. Don't have a favourite side if you can help it. Try and start and finish with different legs. Okay, now we're going to kick it up a notch. Squat jump, off you go. It's a little bit of higher intensity work to finish. Look at it, baby. Keep it going. We've sort of pre-burned out the legs a little bit with those squats.
I'm running my legs now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Keep it going. We've got 15 left on this. Then we move into burpees. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Burpees. Up you go. Oops, I get those. That's it. And again, nice and fluid on the burpee. Take your time. Smooth movement. Down with the hips. Pop the feet out. Pop the feet in. Really keep it going. That's it. Good stuff. Not long to go. A bit sneaky this workout. You think it's completely easy, but it's not.
I just got tired legs today.
Good work. Keep it going. We've got 10 seconds. And then we're going to finish with mountain climbers. Get ready in 5, 3, 2, 1. Down on the floor and mountain climber finish. Off you go. That's it. Really drive those knees. Keep it going. Keep pushing those shoulders forward. Keep the hips down in line with the shoulders and the ankles. Not long to go. 25 seconds. Keep pushing, keep working, keep moving. That's it. Great stuff. 15 seconds, so there's not long left on the clock. Just push through to the end. Keep that intensity high. Here come the beeps. And take a rest. You've got a whole minute, a whole lovely 60 seconds. Here you go, honey. 60 lovely seconds to recover. Get your breath back, and then we'll go again. So, as you can see, it just sort of changes and builds as you work through the circuit, starting quite gently with very small movements, finishing a little bit more explosively with bigger, more intense movements. But again, with all of these movements, really focus on your technique. We're not going to really hammer the reps out today, so don't let that technique degrade. If you feel you need to slow down to nail your technique on some of these moves, by all means, it doesn't matter how many reps you do in an interval, just make sure they're good reps, good quality reps. That's the really important thing. Okay, so we've got 15 seconds. We're going to get down on the floor now for the face down leg raise. So into position to start with. Put your forehead on your forearms, and off you go. Squeeze the glutes and keep moving. Nice and smooth. Nice and easy. That's good. I need to adjust yourself. I have strangely bandy legs. My knees don't always stay together even though my ankles are together. 15 seconds. And then we're going to move to the plank. Pike is next. Squeeze your glutes. Extend the hip. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up onto your elbows. Hold that plank position first. Make sure you're solid in that plank position. Then squeeze your glutes, squeeze your belly button, push up with the hips. And bring it back down. Hold, push up with the hips. Bring it back down. Keep it going. Up with the hips. Back down. Might need to adjust. As you're pushing away, sometimes you tend to slide across the floor. You want to make sure your elbows are at least underneath the shoulders. Perhaps a little bit behind the shoulders. That's it. And come back to a straight line. So don't come back to a saggy plank. You want a straight line. Push. And slowly back down to the floor. Flutter kicks are next. So rest your head on your forearms again. Point your toes. Whole legs. Moving. Nice and smoothly. Keep it going, guys. Keep it working. Squeeze your glutes. Move your legs. You're not coming from the knees on this one. It's coming from here. Butt power. That's what we want. Work your glutes. Nice, solid, consistent movement. Just slow down, just make sure it's nice all the way through, full range. Okay, we're moving to the plank with the arm and leg raise. In 3, 2, 1, up onto your elbows. Again, find your plank before you move. You need a slightly wider foot position on this one, and then take it away. And back. Take it away. And back. Take it away. Keep it going. Again, this is a really good runner's exercise. Just dealing with strength on one side of the body in an imbalanced position. Pull that core in. Good stuff. Keep it going, guys. 10 seconds. Keep it going. Okay. And then we're down on the floor for the swimmer. Again, nice and gentle this one. Face down. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Squeeze the glutes. and steady. After the swimmer, in 8 seconds time, we're moving to push-ups. 2, 1, and push up, everyone. Off you go. Great work. Again, controlled, steady movement, full range, strength throughout the entire body. It's not just about the arms push-up, it's not just about the chest. It's about the core, it's about what you're doing with your glutes, it's what you do with your back and your shoulders. You want a stable shoulder joint, so that makes that push, as you come out of it, a lot stronger, a lot more solid. Any wobbles, any sort of weaknesses in that chain can make the exercise much harder. So really concentrate on having a strong body when you're pushing up. Okay, moving into the glute raise, or the glute march rather next. So, get to this position, push your hips up, hold that hip raise position first, get solid in it, and then change. And change. Keep it going. Keep it going. Nice and steady. Nice and easy. Good job, guys. Keep the hips high. And then after this, we're going into the crunch. That's it. From here, reach overhead. Point your toes down. Reach up. Bring the toes and fingertips together at the top. Again, here's the alternative if you find the straight leg version hard. That one there. Smooth movement though. Again, this isn't about velocity. This isn't about momentum. It's about control and technique. Take your time. Squeeze, flatten the lower back so the tailbone comes off the floor. And that allows you to get your toes towards your hands. Okay, we're moving to the get up next. Up you get, guys. So from this position, from here, hands on the head, stand, down, back you go. Stand, down, back you go. Get. Alternate your legs, don't have a favourite leg. Make sure I don't use my favourite leg.
I can't keep track of its legs.
Keep that movement going. Okay, squat jumps coming up next, everyone. Okay, from here, up you go.
I'm just going to do squats because my knee is grumbling.
No problem. So if you do find getting a little bit tough on the legs, switch to a regular squat just like Karen's doing there. That's absolutely fine. Push the knees out. Engage the glutes. Keep that squat strong. Got 15 seconds left on this now. And then we're moving to burpees. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Burpees. Off we go. That's it. And again, fluid movement. Good stuff. Keep it going. Good job. Third of the way through. Brilliant work. 20 seconds left on this one. So keep your focus on your burpees. Keep it solid. Keep it strong. We've got 10 seconds. Well done. Coming up on 5 and then we're going to mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1. Drive those mountain climbers now. Hard and fast finish. That's it. Keep that energy level up. Good work. Good work. Keep it going, keep it moving. Great stuff. Again, pushing those shoulders forward, keeping the hips down, in line. Nice straight line from shoulders to hips to heels. So 15 seconds, let's drive. Drive it to the end. Get ready in 5, keep pushing, nearly done. And rest, well done, well done, well done, well done. Good job. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. Again, it's nice, smooth movement on this one. Relatively high volume workout. We're doing perhaps usually looking at a little bit longer than we normally would, but the intensity level is lower, so we can sort of just stretch that out a little bit. You're all steamed up.
It still seems a bit better with them down.
Okay, so we're halfway through our rest now. So just make the most of your rest. Have a drink of water, relax, recover. Try and bring your breathing down, try and bring your heart rate down, especially after those burpees and mountain climbers. And then we'll start again, back down on the floor with the leg raises, starting gently, focusing on the back of the body and the core, and then building in intensity as we work through the circuit. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds. Let's get down on the floor, everyone. Let's start with that face down leg raise. Get ready in 5, 3, 2, 1. Both feet at the same time. Bring the lower body up. Bring the legs off the floor. Try and keep your knees as straight as you can. That's it. Keep it going. Smooth, steady, considered movement. Lots of thought about how you're feeling as you're moving. Don't rush any of these. Be in control. Slowly lower it as well. Just touch the ground with your toes. Okay, you've still got 10 seconds left on this. And then we're moving to the plank pike. In 5, 3, 2, 1. And then onto your elbows. Find your plank position first. Hold your plank position first. And then push away. And then back down. And then push away. And then come back down. And push away. Hello. And back down. Keep going.
Hello. Don't make me laugh.
Keep it going. Really push away with your elbows. Really take that into the shoulder. Squeeze the belly button. Make it about what's happening with the midsection rather than what's happening with the shoulders that draw the hips up, that shortening. That'll help the shoulders as well. Take the load off the shoulders a little bit. That's it. We're moving into the flutter kick next. Time for one more of these, baby. Then down onto the floor. Again, rest your head in your forearms. Point your toes this time. One leg at a time. Nice and smooth. Keep it going. Nice and steady, nice and easy. Again, fluidity of movement. Make sure you're firing the right muscles. Try and think about what's happening with big bum muscles here. And little bum muscles. All the bum muscles.
Stop saying bum muscle.
Daddy bum muscle, mummy bum muscle, and baby bum muscle. Keep it going. Okay, moving into the plank with the arm and leg raise next. So, hold that position. Get a little wider on your feet. Take the arm away. Take the foot away. And back. And again. And back. And again. Now, if you are finding this a little on the tricky side, you can modify it by just taking one foot away, just working on your feet, or just working on your hands. Might be starting to feel it now we're 3 rounds in. So just modify it as best suits you so you can keep working. That's the important thing here. We're getting down on the floor in 3, 2, 1, and down and into the swimmer. Off we go. Really draw that shoulder up. Really draw that hip up on the opposite side. So there's like an X on your back, And you're just shortening one part of the X at a time. Squeeze it. That's good. And then from here we're moving to push-ups. Keep it going. Squeeze. One more. And push up. Off you go. That's good. Moving, keep working. Okay, smooth, fluid push-ups. Nice solid pace. We've still got about 25 seconds to go. Just take your time with it. Don't worry about banging up the reps. Exactly this kind of pace, about 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, even slower if you can. Push-ups are a brilliant exercise. You can get high intensity work out of it. Of course you can by bouncing through the reps. But actually you can get brilliant strength work by just taking your time like Karen's doing here. Taking the chest all the way down to the floor. Squeezing when you get to the top. Okay, we're moving into the glute bridge and the glute march rather next. So push those hips up high. Squeeze your bum. Point the toes. Point the toes. Great work. Keep it going. Okay, coming up halfway on this one now. Nice and smooth. We've got 15 seconds. Listen to that rain.
It's hard to come here. It's raining out.
It is quite heavily. 5 seconds. And then we're moving to the crunch. The toe touch crunch. The hips are up. Reach overhead. Point your toes. Point your hands. And then up it comes. And then back down. Extend. Open out the body. So don't just close off the front of the body through this. This part here is just as important as the other part of the movement. You want to take it to a nice full range of movement as you bring the hips down, as you bring the heels down rather. Control it. Don't let the feet fall. You're in control of what your body's doing. Slow it right down. Lengthen at the top. And then bring it up again. Lengthen, extend, point your toes. And bring it up again. Good job, good job. Okay, get up and squat next. So in this position here, hands on head, into the bottom of the squat, stand, back down. Squat legs, into the bottom of the squat, stand, and back down. Great work guys, keep it going. Stand, back down. Swap your legs. And back down. Keep it going, keep moving, keep track of your legs. Down. Moving into jump squat next. As we pull into the final stages, off we go. So either jump squat or regular squat. Entirely up to you. How you feel. And what you need to do to keep working, to keep moving safely. 30 seconds to go. Keep your focus, guys. Get the hips down into the squat. And then power out a bit. 15 seconds, 2/3 of the way through. 5. Burpees are next. Off you go, burpees. That's it, good job. Keep it going, keep it moving. That's it, great work. 1/3 of the way through. Nice and smooth, doing really well. Keep that focus now, keep that rhythm. When you land soft, sink down into the next one. That's it, get in there. 15 seconds, 2/3 of the way through. Keep going, keep moving. 5 seconds, And then it's a mountain climber finish in 3, 2, 1. Drive those knees, off you go. Finish strongly. That's it. Great work. Keep moving, keep working. Okay, 30 seconds to go. We're a third of the way through. That's it. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. 2/3 of the way through. 15 seconds to go. Keep your focus. 10 seconds to go. Keep going. The beeps are coming. Keep that rhythm going. Keep that concentration. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Well done. Okay, so we've got one more round to go. So again, get your breath back. Make the most of the rest. Make the most of it. Get your heart rate down. Get your breathing rate down. Think about what was good about that last round. Think about what you want to perhaps push that little bit harder, what you want to slow down. Think about your technique, all that sort of thing. How you doing, honey? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doing well. Okay, so we've still got 30 seconds, halfway through the rest. So just think about that now. Maybe really smooth, continual movement, perhaps a minimum of rest in this sort of slower, early exercises. And then as you get into those squat jumps, as you get into those burpees, really think about driving the pace of them in the last few reps. Especially on the burpees and the mountain climbers where you can really drive that rhythm, drop it into the squat, snapping the feet out and back. Okay, we've got 10 seconds. Let's get into position and start with the leg raise.
That's the last round, right?
Last round. 2, 1, off you go. Straight legs, both knees, off the floor. Using your glutes to maintain, but really use that hip extension, extending the legs to the hip, taking this back that way. Try to bend the knees if you can.
I like this because you have to use the glutes.
Yes.
There's no way you can do it. Some exercises
You can sort of cheat your way a little
Yeah.
bit, can't you? But this one, you've got to really focus, and it's that squeeze. It's a very small range of movement, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got to squeeze it. You've got to squeeze it. Okay. Plank pikes are next. Up onto your elbows, guys. Hold that position. Squeeze your belly button. Shorten the distance. And then the hips come up. Squeeze. And they come up. Just take the load off the shoulders. You don't drive the exercise with the shoulders. The shoulders are kind of secondary on this one. It's what's happening in the core. Here. That's the important thing. Pull the belly button in. And all of a sudden everything shortens in the front of the body, and the hips start to flex. And your hips go up. That's it. Keep going. Push forward. Flutter kicks coming next, everyone. Down on the floor. This time, head still on the forearm. This time we're moving the feet individually. And again, this is kind of similar to the leg raise. You've got that small range of movement. Squeeze the glutes. On this one you can focus individually on one glute at a time as well. So you can just really focus on how, because we're all having balances, everything sometimes, we're all a little wonky. So focus on one side of the trying to balance the body out.
You can tell I'm not a swimmer. I could never do this.
It is a very good swimming drill. This is what they teach a lot of swimmers this one on dry land training. Okay, next thing we're going to do, back on the plank. Nice wide plank position, feet a little wider than normal. Take your hands and legs away. Not all of them, because then you just fall on your face. So not Paul Daniels or David Blaine. Although he doesn't do that sort of thing, does he?
No.
He just locks himself
In a box.
in a box.
Magic. The kid doesn't know.
It's really showing my age now. That's it, nice and smooth. Okay, taking this onto the floor, move into the swimmer again, down onto the floor we go. Reach out, right hand, left leg, and vice versa. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Squeeze your glutes, but also shorten the shoulder. Draw that shoulder up from the floor. So it's not really led by the wrist, this, it's from the shoulder. So think about how the shoulder draws the arm up. That's the movement we're looking for. It's across the back of the body. Rather than raising your arm, your hand, but drawing the shoulder up and back. And the same with the glutes. Squeeze the glutes to lift the leg up, don't lift the ankle off the floor. Okay, next move is push-ups. So keep it going, nice and smooth, nice and steady. Pace your push-up. The downward phase is just as important as the upward phase. It's about control. When you get to the bottom of a push-up or even a squat or any exercise, you've got to make sure you control where you put your body, because you've got to turn that movement around and come back out of it. So if you drop into a position where you're pushing up and squatting and you're not controlling that descent, you run the risk of hurting yourself. So control is really important. Okay, moving into glute march next. Into that hip raise position. Push the hips up. Point the toes. Keep the hips high. Point the toes. Keep the hips high. Keep the hips high. That's it. If you do drop, my hips are dropping down a little bit now, so I just need to reset every rep. Get that squeeze on, and then point my toe. Get the squeeze on. Point. Push the hips high. We're getting there. Ticking these off now. Coming to the end in the final round. This is exercise number 7, so we're well over halfway through the circuit. Okay, down with the hips. Reach, extend up and behind you. And then bring the toes up to the hands. And again, this move isn't driven by your hands and your toes. This move is driven by your belly button. Push that belly button into the floor. Shorten the distance from the front of the body. Then make sure when you get back down to the bottom, you're extending, you're pointing your toes up and away, or down and away. Keep it going, keep it moving. Open it up, extend. Nearly there now. Doing brilliantly, guys, doing brilliantly. Not long left on this set, 5 seconds. And then we're moving to get-ups. Off we go. Into position, on your knees. Stand down. Stand down. Keep it going. Up you get, down you get. Up you get, down you get. Keep it going, keep it moving. Swap legs, keep cycling through the legs. Nearly there, moving to squat jumps next. And squat jump. Let's try and get a bit of air on my squat jump so I can get my head out of the shot. That was a big one. How are we doing? 25 to go on this one. Keep that going. Get down into your squat. 15, 2/3 of the way through. 5 seconds. Burpees coming up to finish the last 2 rounds. Off you go, burpees. 45. Mountain climbers. 45, and then we're done. That's it, pushing that up. Good job. Keep going, keep working, keep moving. That's it, lovely work. Halfway down. That's it, good job. Keep going. We've got 15, 2/3 of the way through. Great stuff. Inside 10, here come the beeps. 5, 3, 2, 1. Mountain climber finish. Really drive those knees now. Drive those knees. That's it. Finish strongly. It's the last exercise. It's the last 45. You don't need to keep anything in the tank. You finish strongly. Really push on through. Keep it going, guys. Great work. 1/3 of the way through. Less than 30 seconds to go now. Keep that intensity level up. 15 seconds to go. 2/3 of the way through. Keep it going. 10 seconds. Give it a little burst in these last 10. 5 seconds. Little burst again. Let's push it up a gear. And rest. We're done. We're done. And that's it. Well done, guys. Brilliant, brilliant work. Make sure you have a nice drink of water, lie down, and a stretch. Have a lovely weekend. We'll have another one of these videos here for you next week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.